Welcome, football fans, to the birthplace of America, the city of brotherly love. The place where you'll find the best cheesesteak made in this country and some of the best football played inside of Lincoln Financial Field. The veneer of a new season is gone. Yes, we used veneer in a football game. We're in the middle of the schedule now. It's away here in Week 7. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Option play. They give it to Barkley. Broke through the tackle. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. It's a gain of 5, and he's just short. So that's 3rd and less than a yard. Goddard makes the catch. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
On 1st down, Hurts. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. L'Jarius Sneed with the INT. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And that really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate, in this.
His first throw is an interception. Kicked off Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles take over on his 5th interception of the season. Well, for their sake, partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game go a whole lot better than that, because it is pretty clear this defense came to play.
And I can promise you this, Kate, nowhere on that opening script does the word interception ever appear. You never want to see an INT. Now they're going to have to flush it. That's the key here for this quarterback in the offense. Got to flush that mistake and press on ahead. You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession, or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Brought down back at the 45-yard line.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Hurts now from the gun. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And what a hit there. She faced the press for moving the chains that time. They'll come up 1st and 10.
18-yard line.
Running back sent in motion. First and 10. Here's Hurts. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
I think we're seeing why this defense likes him in coverage. He reacts so well to throws and is even more adept in breaking up those passes.
This finds Smith. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
I'm sure coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And they send a man in motion. On the play fake, it's Hurts. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown there. So now it'll be second and goal.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Hurts throwing again. And he's going to have the touchdown. We'll see if he gets to keep this, though, Brock. We've got some laundry on the field. Offense liked how that play went, so they choose to decline the penalty. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He finds Tigakokwo for the grab. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. They'll run here with Tyjae Spears. Works his way to the 35. And he gets this all the way inside the red zone, down at the 19. He picks up 28 on the play. And that'll be a Tennessee first down.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
He brings the offense up now for a first and 10. From the red zone now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So it'll be second down. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
This ball's caught by Spears. And what a play. He gets there to lay a massive hit and stop him after that catch. It's going to be fourth down. Daniel Carlson on for this field goal try. from 37 yards in the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here. But they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, well, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he almost reaches the 45 before going out. It's a 21-yard gain. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down. Back to throw, Hurts. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Man in motion here. He'll get this one to Brown. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Barkley gets it on 3rd down. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Here's someone from a family of punters, Ryan Stonehouse, on to punt on 4th. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. Fair catch called and taken, but hang on there. There's a flag on the field. Well, if there's an avoidable penalty, Brock, that's probably it. He just didn't let him make the fair catch, and that's going to help their field position considerably. The worst time for a mistake defensively, and that awards them this 1st and 10. Back to throw. Pass caught by Ridley. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Josh Sweat making the stop.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
He's going to loft one deep to the left. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by the rookie from Alabama. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And this one does not go far. So before the ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They're looking down to 2nd and 9. A play fake now Hurts to throw. And pass complete to Goddard. Escapes a defender. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Tackle made by Ernest Jones.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus. Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Catch is made down the right sideline. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down. Still sticking with the passing game. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles parlay the
Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles drive their lead to 11. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Got a man, Spears has it. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 34. He's got time. The Eagles swarm in and take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
Here he is on 3rd and long. That throw finds Okonkwo. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down. He'll look to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage is waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. And incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
Left side, cut by Ridley. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
That's caught for the 1st. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. They are throwing it again. Has his man. It's Ridley. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket, and get even more aggressive and take that shot.
This one goes for 3 yards. And the Titans will have a 1st down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Pass brought in by Amari Cooper. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Chased out to his right. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time in secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
Now we'll give to Spears, coming left. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time. Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Hurts now from the gun. Goddard makes the catch. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's a Philadelphia first down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Escapes the pocket. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And it sets up second down.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Taken in by Smith. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. It's the 2-minute warning now from the lake. It's the Eagles. With it, 3rd and 2. He gets it out left, and it's caught. He goes out a little short of the 40. That's a pickup of 9. And that's good for an Eagles first down. Dumps it off to his running back. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Hurts throwing again. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Now Hurts. Finds him over the middle. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. On 4th down, Hurts. Completed over the middle. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
So close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Off the mark there, incomplete pass. Was Devontae Smith the intended receiver? And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete.
You know, it's tough to succeed at linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He's on the move. This has been a trend, yet another interception. And the Titans make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half.
Well, that's now a second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football. Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
Back to throw it. Into the hands of Okonkwo. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Okonkwo brings it in. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
He rolls to his right. Dump off caught by his back. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
From just shy of midfield on second down. It is Kupp left side. And they make the tackle at the 38. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be a Tennessee first down. New set of downs for him at the 38. This is Spears heading left. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he nearly takes it to the red zone before going out. The drive picks up here, first and 10. Back to throw now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
And that is teaching tape right there, Kate, for why you never, ever give up on a play. Looked like a certain touchdown grab until he comes in and knocks the ball free right at the last moment.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles take over on his 5th interception of the season.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
They send a receiver in motion right. On first down, Hurts. He's going to push one deep down the right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
This finds Smith. One yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Hurts looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Quick throw right side. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
First down throwing for Hurts. Looking slant route, complete. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Still sticking with the passing game. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They kick the running back in motion. 2nd down. Hurts throwing again. Escapes out to the left. Throwing on the run. Deep down. He's got it deep downfield. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles push their lead further to start the half. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles lead by 15 now. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. A handoff to Spears. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. It was Reed Blankenship making the stop. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They go play action here. Catch is made down the right sideline. They get 28 out of that play. And the Titans will have a 1st down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Juke the defender. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down. trying this straight ahead. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. They're throwing it. Has the connection to Ridley. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal. Spears hits the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans shrinking the lead some in the third. It's a Tyjae Spears touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
And he's got it. That catch gets him two and turns this into a one-score game once again. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Choosing to bring it out deep in the end zone. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to it. They're out and set. First and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. Hurts now from the gun. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down. A play fake. Now Hurts to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, he got way too much under that one. Too high. That's incomplete.
You know, Kate, it looked to me like this one, he leaves the pocket, and this is where you're out on the schoolyard, out on the playground, and you're looking for your buddy to find that connection. Unfortunately, receiver QB, they could not find the completion that time.
To the air, third and long. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. A lot of grass ahead. A gain of 27 yards there. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. That was Jordan Fuller getting there for the tackle. Here's another carry for Barkley. He has the first inside the 40. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
On the play fake, it's Hurts. Has it down close. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here. But his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his second touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Yep. Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. Throwing now on first down. That throw finds Okonkwo. And he takes this down after crossing the 45. So we hit the end of the third quarter. It's Titans ball, and they could use a score. They come into the fourth trailing. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Back to pass on 1st and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So it's 2nd down coming up. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He finds his running back deep down the left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. He'll throw it yet again. Couldn't bring it in over the middle, incomplete. Couldn't connect with Amari Cooper. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Backfield is empty as they motion him outright. Brought in close to the 8. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. The Bats got it. And that's a Tennessee touchdown. Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Titans get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And a poor choice this time to bring it out. They contain him well shy of the 30. In fact, he's out shy of the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Cut down the left side by his running back. Oh, baby. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. 1st and 10, here's Hurts. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Trying to find A.J. Brown. And now they face 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. They did it! He made the interception! L'Jarius Sneed with the INT. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Yeah, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. This one's going to be a return from deep in the end zone. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him.
Hey, Kate, the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level, they want this opportunity. They want their chance to help their team. They know they're down, but they also know that return, especially a good one like this, can set the offense up for success.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Hurts back to the air after the pick. And they pick him off again! And he's gonna go! It's a pick 6! Defense getting in on the fun, Brock, with that 4th quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick 6.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense. And when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. Taken in by Smith. Continuing to move past the 45. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. On 1st down, Hurts. He's on the... And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. Offense up to the line fast. Another try following the sack. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Quickly looking left, and it's complete.
You know, on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it. Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks.
A conversion unlikely, but the offense is going for it. 4th and 13. He's back to throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. One of their best play calls of this game, Brock. Nets him 17 yards on 4th down and gets them the 1st. Hurts throwing again. Pass is caught at the 9. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal. From the red zone now. This could decide things. It's intercepted. And the Titans are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the 2nd half of a 1-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They did a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
Fits it through the middle. He's at midfield. The 30. He's at the 10. To the house for a Tennessee touchdown. The Titans have a commanding 14-point lead now in the 4th. Carlson to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Titans lead by 15 now.
Eagles, 27.
The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. Returning it from the 4. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And an excellent return here sets them up almost at midfield.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles can make it a one-score game as they trim the lead. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. He's throwing for it. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. It's a foot race. 30. And that is 2 points the other way as he takes the pick the entire way back. Well, this one not quite over just yet. They've got 3 timeouts at their disposal, but really need to make the unexpected recovery here. And the Titans are able to cover up the kick. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Finds a man right side. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a pickup of 26. And the Titans will have a 1st down. Now a give to Spears. And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. Second down now, 7 to go. They go play action here. Buying some time right. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Carlson now to add 1 more. The point after splits the uprights. And the Titans push their lead to 18. The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. Buys time, rolling right. And it's picked off, but, yeah, pretty clear he was out of bounds, so no interception, incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up 2nd down. A play fake, now Hurts to throw. He'll get this one to Brown. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
This one finds Goddard. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down. Hurts. Completed left side to Smith. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk. and there was nearly room to add even more.
On the play fake, it's Hurts. Rolling left, buying some time. Now he takes it. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. You need to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway. Ugh.
First down, a run with Barkley. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz the corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A second touchdown through the air for Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
Going for it yet again, and once again, they don't have the right call to make it in for 2, so their struggles continue.
Yeah, they've kept them on the field without hesitation all game long. This offense knows what they're doing. Problem is the defense knows even more.
And the Titans look like they've recovered. Yep, and folks, this game is over. New set of downs for him from the 46. Wow, they're going to pass it here. As the open man downfield. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans have likely locked up the win right there. Carlson to tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Titans go up by 19. The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Hits him on the in route. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. And the timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just 1 play. Complete out to the right side. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. One final shot here. And the pass succeeds. A little momentum builder as they try to dig into this deficit. Well, time making this all but impossible, but they're going to try for the onside kick here anyway. Oh, the Eagles are celebrating, and they did! They got that one back! Timing's so important for a team to recover its own onside kick, but jumped the gun there before it went 10 yards, and that drew the flag. All right, this is going to be the final play of the game. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He goes back to him yet again, complete. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. So it's a win on the road for the Titans. And just a week after being soundly defeated, they're back out there playing a much better brand of football. Short memories prevail, Brock, as they move past that loss and get back to some winning football.